Hello and welcome to Dune Spice Wars. This is just after the May 23rd Community 1 update launched, so things are different now in the game than if you've seen other people play other videos from before, but um, still a lot the same. We have our uh, four factions here. So let's see here. I've played Atreides before. Harkonnen could be interesting. Um, but you know what? I really like this building in other people's zones. So, you know, that feels good. Let's see. This is all about Underworld headquarters. Let's see. I wish I could see what the merchant level trait does. That's for pillaging. So I think we're going to go for these two and just go because I wanted to focus on building those world headquarters. We're going to go ahead and take Staben Tuick here and Lingar Buet as my counselors. And this is a nice, wonderful feature. So you pick your faction, and then you pick two counselors among four to supplement your faction, and kind of it'll change how they play. So um, this this will do good things. We want to have lots of available water because that'll reduce authority costs, which is nice. Go ahead and load in here as the smugglers. Let's see. Now, the map each time is procedurally generated. There are some common features like the polar sink in the middle of the map, which has a bunch of water, but there other things in the map can be. So here we are. Here's our capital, our main base. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send this ornithopter here over to investigate this area. And the reason being is we want spice production very early. We have a spice tax we have to pay. We're not producing anything of spice. We won't produce any spice until this ornithopter discovers, essentially I'm going to turn on auto recon here, a village that we can attack and bring under our control. So this is a fairly weak village. They've got 2 military units, 2 ranged militia. If I can take them out, this place will be mine. And so here is my melee unit, or is this my... What are you doing here? All right. So ranged attacks deal damage to an area, and they do things, and these are melee units. So we're going to move them close up here. Range units take penalties when fighting in melee. So I want to move all the way up here to not activate their militia because they don't know that I'm coming to attack them. So there's the militia. They pop up. And your main base does have a turret. And so as you can see, my main base is, because this is in range, it's sending rockets over, which is doing damage. And the strength 4, wind strength 3. It's not a very good province. I will take it at some point because it's right by my main base, but it's not the highest priority thing for me to get. I might raid it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to annex this faction here. Let's see what's over here. Now, because we need to know what our next expansion target is. All right. kind of see the map here. So we're kind of up in this corner of the map. And I want to know what that is because that will tell me what my next target for expansion should be, whether this region has any sort of special value that I really want to look into or not. All right, this has been captured. So the first thing I can now start building in here. First thing I want to do, spice. Get my spice running. Ooh, that has a plascrete factory. Or a plascrete bonus. That's actually not bad to get early because plascrete is something basic you'll really need. Ooh, that has that wind strength 4, wind strength 3. I have no idea what that is, but I'm happy for that to be continued. Explored. Alright, so my units are healing up. Now, what I can do, let's see, I do have enough authority to get one more thing online here. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get this online, simply because this has the extra plascrete early will be really valuable to me. And I want to go ahead and get that kind of rocky outcropping. All right. So beneath the health bar, these people have supply. So I really don't want to spend too much time. Ooh, what is this? Or I'm going to go ahead and have that happen. This is deep desert. You're not able to colonize it, so it's not anything I can do. But I'm going to have that ornithopter go there and start doing that because that'll get me some instant spice. And let's go ahead and have them attack. They should be able to take that. All right, now that I have this, I need to start looking into, let's make things cheaper. I really do want to do that. And then I can, that could be really good. This chome kind of thing here, additional harvester kind of stuff. All right. And you can speed up time. All right. They keep going. Now there are sandworms, so if you're fighting on the open sand, it's possible a sandworm can show up. But since I'm not fighting on the open sand, the sandworm is not going to show up. And yep, they got a little boost of health back because an enemy died near there. Not the most powerful units, but certainly good enough. And we're going to take control of this village right here. There we go, because that's complete. I'm going to resolve it, and I got the spice I needed. Okay, this harvester is ready to go. I'm going to deploy it. I'm going to put on auto recall because sandworms will try to eat it, and I just don't want to have to worry about it. I'm going to add a crew to this harvester so it'll start making us more spice. And we don't have to stockpile as much spice right at the beginning because we got a bunch of free spice. All right, now that this is complete, I'm going to go into the buildings here, and I want to do a plascrete factory. Plascrete factories are just kind of standard. Like if you have nothing better to build plascrete. You can't really go wrong with plascrete. And definitely it's my first building here because of the extra. But I'm going to bring these guys back up over here. The main reason being is I want to get them ready to go pillage here. Because if they pillage here, apparently there's a little bit more that can be discovered up here. Because Because if they pillage here, I can do that to get a bunch of cash, and that can be really useful. I also, in these locations, um, when I can, I want to have militia. Militia is basic defense for these places. And I think you need defense more because you're farther away from my main base and units. You will have the support of my main base, and among other things. Here we go. Let's have you come up this way. What is this there? Yeah. All right. We've researched that technology. How long will it take to do this? 9 days. So we're going to go for that. And then I do think we want to go for local studies. There's the research still going. Let's go ahead and there we go. And it's near enough to my base that my base will join in. Perfect. Base is doing a great job there. All right, I now have an agent. Agents are huge. They can spy, give you more intelligence. They can do other things more. If you want to do these different agent missions, you need to have people in these different areas. I'm going to first go into Arrakis. Oh, and that's a great first one to get. Just agents are recruited faster, so my next agent's going to come in 20% faster. I love this. But I'm going to put this in Arrakis because there's a lot of good things that just come from that need Arrakis knowledge. And there's certain events on the board that you can't resolve unless you have Arrakis. Raid detected. Okay, who's raiding what where? And let's loot this village. I want the cash. Let's see. So where is an ornithopter? So if I send an ornithopter there, I get plascrete, which I'm actually get that done. So see that raid that came in? Because there's militia here, this militia will defend it. And now I have to wait for the raid to be done before I can build anything else, but you know. Sandstorm, yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is in this other thing here, not fuel cells, water. Because water is another very important resource. Okay. We've rated that. You need to come back here. So they've been devastated. We got a bunch of money from them, but they're now a bit weak. Okay. We can spend another 100 plascrete to add another building slot in here, and we do. And we want to start adding more here. This is probably my next expansion target because I do need more fuel cells, and this is good at fuel cells. That is a bunch of plascrete. All right, so early what I'm going to do in here, for all my options, I'm going to go with knowledge because I just want to research faster. Throw down a quick knowledge upgrade. For militia, we can afford a full variety of militia in there, so we're going to do that. Ooh, this looks like to be the Moondew Vale is very good for water. So that I do want to work my way up that way just for the excess water. So that is good to know that that is essentially a good target for me. This has a ranged and a melee, so I'm going to have you move around that way to kind of get in position because once I get this extra water online, I'll have enough water to annex this village. All right. So I'm actually going to have you come here because if you do that, I will get an extra ornithopter for early exploration, and I like that. All right. So I can either get money here or I can have my agent who I've assigned to Arrakis to actually investigate this and get me some free technology progress. I think I want the little bit of technology progress. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to come in here. And go for this. Is my main base able to support? No, the answer is no. Now it looks like they're splitting fire, which is good for me. Because we're focusing fire, their range is focusing on my range, which I'm very okay with for now. And now I think they're going to be, yeah, they're going to be stuck in melee. So we'll be good there. Oh, come on. I told, is this, I have to send military units to do that. That's far harder. All right, we're going to go ahead and capture this location. We've got our next agent. Let's see. Supply drop at the Spacing Guild. If I get that, because I'm working towards one Arrakis. I'm tempted to go towards two Arrakis. Just because that extra authority production really early is really powerful. So I'm just going to do that. And what do you have? So global Solari productions increase per infiltration level. All right. Well, that will be a little bit extra in that. We're still capturing there. Technology-wise, we have now gotten to underworld context. Let's see. Ooh, that could be really good. Underworld bribes. It's pillaging. I actually want to see if I can get all the way up there. Water reduction. All right. You For you, I'd have to recruit more. And I need a recruitment office if I'm going to do that. All right. What I can do right now is very quickly put down a fuel cell factory. And then probably a recruitment office. How are things looking over here? All right, more deep desert. Surrounded by a lot of deep desert, so I have a lot of nice natural protection. Let's see. What could I build here? Build wind, could do influence, but because I have other things, all right, I'm going to go to more stockpiling because there's not a great exchange rate. I want to go ahead and get a nice large stockpile. Um, that's close enough to my base that I can reinforce it via air, like drop my units off there and be fine. Maintenance center. Ooh, a maintenance center. Something I should definitely consider, but the question is, where do I put it? The maintenance center here could be okay. I'm thinking, yeah, like a maintenance center, like here, as it'll touch all that. Maybe do one over there. Okay, what do I got? Point investigated, resolve. So I got a little bit of progress there. That's again military units. I'm going to go ahead and have my Arrakis agent go after it. Let's have this come over here so we can check those. New Landsrat Council. So if I set a bounty to it, I can get some kind of thing. So if I set bounty to that, that'll cost me one, 100 money. But if they vote for me on that, they can get money for doing it. So we're basically bribing people to try to make our lives better. All right, that's not an urgent capture location. Neither is that. Yeah. Here, I'm going to put down a maintenance center to reduce costs. Reducing costs, always a good idea. All right. Gives you 2 stacks of the village's trait. Not, could be good. Not super what I need. Because this village's might be worth it here for extra plascrete. All right, trade requests. Oh no, that is not worth it at all. I do want my plascrete. So yeah, look how quickly. Nope, we just can't do it. Supply just will not go there. We can't get there in time. See, those are out of supply. Oh, sandworm. Either way, damned if I do, damned if I don't. All right. So we need to rebuild our military. Yeah. Now there they are. And what is this? Runes, military units, that's in the deep desert. I'm going to send an agent to do that, resolve that, give myself some free intel. I think I'm going to move up speed a bit here. And I'm going to go with one more scavenger. And at this point, I have to spend intel for this. So I'm going to spend a little bit of my intel, try to get the vote to go my way. There we go. Make things a bit cheaper for me to build. Not a bad option. Recruit another one there. All right, and there we go. Sandworm detected. My harvester is being recalled. And of course, now I'm not producing until that happens. And we're going to deploy that again. Local hubs will get us extra knowledge per village. I like that extra knowledge. But we do want to see where our opponents are and start putting up some bases. We're going to put a full set of militia in there. We're going to come this way and we're going to take over this location because that needs to happen. We're going to cancel that because there's no way we're going to get that. Okay, resolve that. Landsrat Council vote still in progress. Oh. That is... Unfortunately, I think I will have to redo the militia here. But as you can see, the militia have essentially defended this location. All right. Agent produce 100% more infiltration. Ah, so gets me to higher levels of infiltration by. So this so normally each agent can only get you to one level of infiltration. She can get me up to 2. Village under siege. There we go. Now I will be able to, in this village, as soon as the combat's over, go. Yeah, we're going to head that way. And we can just be like, and we're going to pay for another militia. So yes, we won the votes. We're getting less influence, which is unfortunate. Another spice field. Will we get down there or someone else? Possibly, possibly not. We're going to move you back. Now have you... Yep, and there we go. We're going to take control of this village, which is going to be very good, getting us even more water. Then I think, yeah, we are going to want to get control of all of these villages. Here we go. New village controlled. Water village, the Moondew Vale. This is going to be huge. How are we doing on Plascrete? Come here. We go for the investment office. Choose an economic development. They appear to be There appear to be some sort of sieges up that way. We'd like to make friends with them. Just because making friends with sieges, never a bad idea. Okay, that's the border of the map, so it can't go there. It's telling me that's a border of a map. That's a good thing to know. I think we need to come back here. We need to raid this location again. Then militia, I also do care about in this region. Let's go ahead and get those militia building. There's more water. Let's go ahead and again do the investment office to really try to get that moving at a bit more value. All right. Once we get that done, do I want agents? I think at that point, then I want to move this way, especially because I have survival training really built up. New Landsrat Council. Ooh. I can't afford to set a bounty on this at the moment. All of these are good to get. I don't exactly need Landsrat support for the Landsrat cards. It's all right. Where's an? I can either spend some spice to get Solari off world, and I can afford to sell the spice. Here we go. This. That's a nice location, not necessarily a location I need. But what after you do that, I'm going to have you come over in a slightly different way. All right. We're just going to go ahead and take those out, raid those. And back in here, we'll just put another Plascrete factory. Imperial bribe paid, very good. Okay, so I've gotten to 2K, which unlocks buildings in my main base. And I think that's where we'll start next time. We'll start looking at what we can do with buildings in our main base. So thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.